The city, draped in the melancholic shroud of dusk, held its breath. A palpable tension hung in the air, thick as the smog that perpetually veiled the skyline. It was a fear that had begun as a whisper, a rumor, and had now escalated into a panicked scream. The whispers were of a monster, a phantom stalking the city's underbelly, leaving behind a trail of blood and broken souls. 3 victims in as many weeks, each bearing the same chilling signature, a single crimson rose left on the chest, a symbol of twisted romance and morbid intent. Detective Miller, a grizzled veteran with eyes that had witnessed too much darkness, paced the sterile confines of his office. The photographs on the wall, stark reminders of the victims, stared back at him with accusing eyes. The victims were all women, their ages ranging from mid-20s to early 30s, each seemingly chosen at random, the only common thread being their solitude. The killer, they believed, was a man, likely in his 30s or 40s, a predator with a meticulous mind who knew how to blend in with the city's shadows. Days bled into weeks, each sunrise bringing a fresh wave of dread. The city held its breath, fearing the next victim would be their neighbor, their loved one. The police, burdened by an ever-growing mountain of leads and dead ends, were under immense growing pressure. Their every move was observed, every misstep scrutinized by a city desperate for answers. Meanwhile, a 10-year-old boy named Ethan sat in his room, a smile playing on his lips as he watched the news report on the ongoing investigation. His eyes, usually innocent and wide with childlike wonder, held a disturbing glint, a spark of sinister delight. Ethan was fascinated by the hunt. He saw himself reflected in the killer, a warped mirror image of his own twisted fantasies. Ethan had a secret, a dark world that thrived within his innocent facade. He was a collector of morbid curiosities, a curator of death. He knew the city's secrets, its hidden spaces, the deserted alleys where shadows held their court. He was a silent observer, a ghost in the city's bustling life, watching, waiting, and plotting. The police, in their pursuit of a male predator, failed to consider the possibility of a young boy, a child with a heart filled with darkness. They searched high and low, scrutinizing the city's every corner, unaware that the monster they sought was hidden in plain sight, walking among them, playing with them, a harmless child with a smile that hid a chilling secret. Then, the unthinkable happened. A little girl, Lily, Ethan's classmate, vanished. The city's fear turned into a full-blown panic. Lily's disappearance was the final straw. The police, fueled by the urgency of the situation, intensified their search. They searched everywhere, except one place, inside a 10-year-old boy's innocent facade. Days later, Lily was found, her body discovered in a secluded park, a chilling tableau. A crimson rose nestled on her chest, a grim testament to the monster's gruesome art. The city mourned. The police were left bewildered. Their investigation had led them nowhere. The killer was still out there, lurking in the shadows, playing a deadly game with the city's lifeblood. As the city reeled from the latest tragedy, a chilling realization dawned on Detective Miller. The killer, he knew, was playing with them. He was leaving clues, taunting them, reveling in their frustration. The killer was leaving a trail, not of footprints, but of whispers, whispers just loud enough for an observant mind to hear. He looked at the evidence again, a single crimson rose, a child's drawing depicting a playground scene, a faint scent of cherry blossom lingering in the air. Suddenly, the pieces clicked into place. He recalled the child's drawing, the innocence of the scene starkly contrasted by the chilling reality of the crime. It was a cruel mockery, a message from the monster. He remembered Ethan, the young boy who had been a part of the search party, the boy who had smiled with an unnerving intensity as he watched them search. He remembered the cherry blossom fragrance, the same scent Ethan's mother often wore. The police had been blinded by their preconceived notions, their minds fixed on a grown man, a monster in disguise, a predator hidden in plain sight. The truth hit him like a punch to the gut. The monster they were searching for, the one who'd been tormenting the city, wasn't a man. It wasn't a man at all. It was a child, a 10-year-old boy named Ethan, playing a deadly game with their lives. The city, haunted by the ghost of a child's evil, held its breath once more, wondering what horrors lay hidden in the innocent faces of their children. The air, thick with the shadow of a chilling truth, whispered a silent warning, a cautionary tale of a city terrorized by a monster in a child's guise.